Welcome to your known unknown, where Source and I will help to shed light on what's unknown to you. Hopefully. Maybe, most likely. At least we'll put some words to it and validate you, because I feel like that's probably one of the most comforting, kindest things you can do, is to validate somebody's reality. I don't think we have enough of connecting, and authentic connection, let alone unconditional space holding for people to be validated, to grow. So here we are. Happy new moon today. I actually didn't even know it was a new moon until something chimed in and goes, do a reading this morning. And I was like, why? What's something special about today? And lo and behold, happy new moon. Here we are. Intuition's on point. I guess that's what happens when you take care of yourself to degrees. You vibrate higher, you get better transmissions, yada, yada, yada. So, let's pull some cards and see what it is that needs to be seen today. What needs to be known. What we need to be guided through. What the energies of this new moon, all these planets retrograding right now, and more importantly, just you. Just what you and your energies are today. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Let's intuit. Let's pull some cards for you today. Oh, happy new moon. The messages have been so consistent. We have the Temperance and we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is going to be in the environment / behavioral protocols that you identify with. Temperance. The waters are pouring. Be patient. They trickle constantly. But because of the constant trickle, it doesn't flood everything, and that's why we're grateful, right? So none of our ambitions, our inspirations, our aspirations, they don't get flooded out. They don't wash away. They stay constant. They stay consistent. And what that's allowing it to do, kind of much like I don't know the name of it, but a water generator, like a dam. Kind of how it turns the turn belts, pylons, propellers, whatever, to create energy, right? These trickling waters of temperance. These angelically divine shares from the divine, right? They're moving that wheel of fortune. They're moving that wheel so subtly, but so steadfast, so persistently. As long as you keep doing the do, as long as you keep walking your walk and talking your talk, you stay in line with yourself. You discipline yourself. You push yourself to change a little bit all the time. That's the trickling water to push the generator, right? To push. God, I'm having such a brain fart this morning. 4:44 on the clock when I said that. It's been such an off day. I kind of dig it, The moon is not illuminated, and we're moving through the day with a smile on our face, but as I'm drinking my morning supplement, my hat's falling off, I'm forgetting things left and right, I'm dropping stuff, I'm just like, wow, all right, it's gonna be a fun day. We're gonna ride the wave today, whatever that looks like. There are no bad days, there are just different days. And can you take on difference? Are you adaptable to change? That's the most important emotional tool you can invest in yourself with. How do I adapt to change, Spirit? That's what these cards are saying. They're saying there is a change. It might be trickling, it might be river flow. It doesn't matter. Nonetheless, there's a change that's perfectly meant for you and your occasion and yourself, that is moving for you, from you, by you, with love. With love and direction. And that's beautiful. I think you have this strong sense about you now of, oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm not going to budge. I like my passion. I like the things that I like right now. And so in that context, the positive things, they're meant to stay. The beneficial, the good things, the healthy things, the things that are meant for you, they stay. You keep those passions, hobbies, goals, dreams. If there's other things you like, toxic people, cigarettes, alcohol, those aren't going to stay. Those don't turn the wheel into a fortunate direction. They turn it the other way, or not at all. They kind of clog up the cogs of your wheel of fortune, so to say. You know? They gunk up the flow. So what we are doing is we are compartmentalizing. We are categorizing what is a priority, what is not. What's a good investment, what is not. What are you okay with what are you not okay with? And by okay, I mean like accepting of, wanting, desiring. Accept. What do you accept? What don't you accept? It's such an interesting line to walk on and to understand how accepting the things that are meant for us and changing into those are two completely different emotional buckets to learn how to cope and use. You know, like, I know that overwork, coffee, nicotine, I know they're bad for me. I don't accept them. But god damn, why do they grip us so hard, right? So why is accepting the change of those just always such a drastic, such an intense mindset, belief, practice? Shit, why does that make the addictions, right? So I'm just using that as an example of like a negative thing that does not serve us. And how holding on to that does not move the wheel of fortune. Everything else we're doing in life, that moves the wheel of fortune. All the other mental practices, disciplines, routines, patterns, habits, those shift the wheel of fortune into our favor quite boldly. But then there are these other karmic, bold ties to the past that are very difficult to change. So we love to use the energy of Leo, the season that we're in right now, let alone the new moon kicking it off. That's important. We are, what, 1 day, 2 days into Leo season right now, and it's just boom, kicked off with the new moon. Okay? New moon is actually illuminating the unknown. It is showing and shining shadows on the inverted of your soul. All right? It's bringing up the things that don't work for you. And in return, Leo is supplementing this beautiful energy of self-love, of full-on sun and heart chakra energy bursting out. I love, I love, I love. Okay? So it's giving you a balanced energy. It really can't not give you a balanced energy. But the moon is showing you the shadow, and Leo is boldly embracing it. And our job is to work with that. Our job is to navigate through that. So, again, back to that nicotine caffeine thing. I know that these aren't moving the wheel in my favor. However, what we're doing is we are changing it still. Finding new ways. I'm not giving up. We ain't giving up on giving up, And we ain't giving up on discipline. We just take time off and to focus on other things. We'll utilize the vices as tools for now while we're still aware of the complacent vibration that we are existing in, and we just practice acceptance of it and gratefulness. And what that does is it takes away the gripping restraint of resistance, and it allows you to at least adapt and change. It doesn't let you hold on to your triggers and vices like nothing can change. Nope, this is what I like. This is my thing. No, man, change it up. It's not coffee you like, it's caffeine you like. And if it's a sweet coffee, then it's sugar and caffeine you like. It's not cigarettes you like, it's the habit of oral fixation, let alone nicotine you like. It's not it's not Dr. Pepper you like, it's sugar and caffeine, like this shit. Come on, let's break this down. Let's figure it out. Let's be realistic, and let's work on changing. That's all you gotta do in life, is not even work on changing. Just become adaptable, capable, malleable, flexible, available. And then keep all that shit to yourself, because you are your own special energy, and you have just learned how to do all of that for you, not for other people. If you learn how to do it for other people, you will probably drain the shit out of yourself. So we don't. We learn to be all these beautiful, adaptable things for us, because we're ever changing inside of ourselves. My habits might have restraints. My habits might have patterns. Yes. Ultimately, that's in my own control. All you got to do is drive past the coffee stand. And if you're worried about getting a headache or having the withdrawals or whatever, dude, come on. Don't drink coffee in the morning. Have one thing in the afternoon and nullify that headache. Or drink your salt water. Or make your mushroom chugga, whatever mocha blends that you can buy and buy and buy and buy. And everything you can buy and buy and buy. Keep spending all the money you need if that's what you think you need. You don't need this so you can get over that. You don't need that to move through this. No, you don't. You need nothing. You just need to get to a place where you can understand and feel comfortable knowing you need nothing. All you need is what you can ask for in your head, and they will answer if it's something you need. So it's a pretty bold energy. You are whittling it down. I feel like from the past videos, you are taking some, heed on some of this advice and guidance. And you, at least I know I am. I have stopped worrying about the thing. Like, I've had so many goals, so many dreams. All of them come into my awareness over the last few years, and I've placed them in my mind, or I've written them down, or whatever. Have I acted upon them? No. Some of them, yeah, but all of them, no, because I've had too many. Also, all these amazing business ideas, blah, 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 and it's just so overwhelming. It comes down to, where do I start? Well, you got to start. That's how you got to start, and I'm realizing that. You just got to start, and eventually, after starting, you'll look back and be like, oh man, I actually made all that stuff. I didn't know that. Who knew I made all that? I mean, I know I made all that, but when I put it all together on the table, wow, that looks like a lot of stuff, actually. Maybe there's a thing about it. Maybe there's something to it. But we stopped overthinking about all of the other things that would be, could be, should be, can be completely realistic, completely doable. But Spirit, I just, 40 of my hours are dedicated to someone else's dream every week. And so I have a tough time, especially with my own mental discipline. So please give me the strength. Please give me the love, the courage, the authenticity, the sovereignty of appreciation. Allow me to no longer fall in love, but to become love. Allow this Leo new moon to help activate what lies dormant with us, to resonate within our bodies, to amplify us, and to ultimately project us into whatever direction you see perfectly fit with our alignment. And we will learn to love what you and I have created prior to coming into this reality, but we will adapt and we will learn and we will walk perfectly in your name as your divine instrument. Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Sun. Thank you, universe, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors. In your name I experience. In your name I exist. And there you go. Set it, forget it. We're gonna have a good damn day, right? It's really crazy to think that we are the only things holding us back. Have been our whole lives and continue, because that's all we've known, to do so naturally at that. The problem is it's natural, It's natural. King of Swords. You have the right thoughts, the correct course of action, you got the correct discipline, and you're going to slay it. You're going to keep slaying it, and you're not going to give failure any chance of what failure ever wanted to be intended to be. You're never going to give it that kind of emotional weight again. You're going to consider every bit of failure as a major lesson learned. You drop something, you spill something, you break something, you did a wrong calculation. It's all learning. It's all learning. And I feel like you have rewritten that in your nervous system, in your belief system, in your body, mind, and soul. I think you have reframed the word failure into lessonable learns, right? Lesson learning. Wisdom. Wisdom has to be experienced. Knowledge can be given. you know? So you turned all your failures into wisdom. And that turns the wheel so so nicely in your favor. So nicely. It's good. This Leo new moon is going to be great for you, for me. With all the retrogrades happening, oh, I feel like I'm in home right now, man. I was born under a quite array of retrogrades. I found out makes a lot of sense towards a lot of the things that I was confused about in life, scared about, down on myself about, embarrassed about. Yeah, who knew? They were all just retrogrades. So all we had to do was look within. And I feel like you're doing that. The energies are saying, do that in general and direct it towards not where we're going, but what we want to do. That's kind of, that's kind of what the Leo energy wants. Why are we doing it? What's the purpose, and how happy can I make that? How happy will it make me? Peaceful. Whatever you want to say. Whatever, when you think of Leo, whatever word connects with you, for me, it's like love and intensity. It's self-respect. It's self-dignity, self-appreciation. It's bold, nonetheless. And it is a part of each and every single one of us. There is Leo in everyone's chart. Whether you see it or not, it's there. So take heed and show appreciation and a desire to connect to the divine by writing out intentions or doing a meditation or taking a deep breath. Whatever it is, it's yours, and it's perfectly yours. This is a nice and short reading. We are complete. I'm going to take a deep breath and disconnect from this channel, and you can join me if you would like. Happy new moon. Happy week. Happy reality. Happy connecting. Like I said, we are complete. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe. If it resonates with you, if it's just entertaining, engage with it. Let's see where it can go. On another note, I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to love it. And I think if you read this today, watch this today, you'll probably be going to work maybe too. So good luck. Best of luck. You got this. I know you got this. It's another day, another dollar in paradise. This journey of life together. Thank you for receiving me. Thank you just for being. And I love you so much. And until next time.